Winning a resounding re-election on Tuesday night, South Florida Congresswoman María Elvira Salazar, Republican from District 27. You could follow her on X and on Instagram at Rep. María Salazar. Congratulations. Good to talk to you again.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. Overwhelming win, over 60% of the vote. And here's the amazing thing to me. You got 63,000 more votes on Tuesday than you did 2 years ago. How did you manage that?
I don't know. Well, hard work and representing the people in District number 27, regardless of their party affiliation. And, I'm proud to say that I am the GOP in a swing district with the largest margin of votes than any other out of the 37 swing districts in the country.
Yeah, not even close. We saw Miami-Dade County going red for the first time, 20 years or so? Tell me about that, because your district does continue to change. And just by the nature of your district, I don't know if you've been forced to be or you just are, one of the most pragmatic members of the Florida delegation.
Well, you have to be, because you live in South Florida. I have the longest coast of any other district in the state of Florida out of the 28 positions. So I have to be paying attention to what the voters need. Climate change, inflation, transportation, housing, Venezuela, Cuba, inflation, the economy. So it's everything at the same time, because we're all affected by the same things. It's just that South Florida, and specifically District number 27, is very unique. We are the ultimate melting pot. I have 17 different nationalities within the Hispanics. So you got to cater to all of them. And thank God and thank to the voters, I'm back on the saddle.
You're a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and it seemed like the last 4 years there was zero foreign policy from the Biden administration when it came to this hemisphere. How do you see that changing under Donald Trump Part 2?
What a great question. What a great question.
I try.
We are still the beacon of hope. We are the hope for the rest of our neighbors, Venezuela, Cuba. But let's say Venezuela. They signed an accord with the Biden administration called the Barbados Accords. They haven't fulfilled anything of what they committed to. And where's the White House? Absent. Look at Cuba. Look at Honduras. So we're talking about that we still have to help our friends to help themselves, because that's what they want. But it's been silent and absent. And I am sure that under Trump, things are going to change, specifically Venezuela and Cuba.
Immigration is one of the issues nearest and dearest to your heart. Your Dignity Act has been introduced, I think, 2 years or 3 years consecutively, and hasn't really gone anywhere. A new Trump administration, he has promised to crack down on the border, immigration, day one, right after he takes the oath of office. It seems like your Dignity bill wouldn't stand a chance under a new Trump administration.
Well, listen, I've always said that Trump could be for immigration what Nixon was for China. We understand now that with the 46% approval rate among the Hispanics, 55% of Hispanic males voted for Trump. 55, that's more than half. 35% of African American males voted for Trump. This is a Trump wave. The Hispanics woke up, and they decided that the Republican values were closer to us than the Dems. And that is one of the things I think that we have discussed before, that the Democratic Party has left many people. It's not that the people left the political party. There's this ideology, this lack of American values now part of the Democratic Party on one side, because you have very noble and honorable people on the Democratic side that I serve with in Congress. But they have to understand that this fight, yesterday, VP Harris was saying that the fight, she picked the wrong fight.
Yeah.
That's why people did not reward her. You have to be in love with the American electoral system. It works. It's not perfect. We're not perfect down here on Earth. But, oh, my God, wouldn't the Venezuelans and the Cubans would love to have a system similar to this one? And what does that mean? That then the electorate, the average American, who probably doesn't even know who his congresswoman is, but he does know that when he goes to the supermarket, eggs are $10. And there were 2 before.
Yeah.
So he said, wait. This doesn't work for me, buddy. And then he just changes administration. Wonderful. Let's keep that system.
2 more questions for you in our final 2 minutes here with South Florida Congresswoman María Elvira Salazar.
I talk a lot. You're on television, remember?
I remember. You're wonderful at it. But we got 2 minutes left. What does a massive deportation operation look like in your eyes?
A massive deportation, and I'm going to be the first one telling the Trump administration that we have to deport the criminals that came 4 years ago. Tren de Aragua, the Little Diablitos, those people who are in Times Square raising havoc. We have millions of people in this country who have been here for more than 5 years, have American children, are paying taxes, are working jobs that no one else wants, do not have a criminal record.
But if they're here illegally, they're still here illegally.
Oh, I understand, and you are absolutely correct. And then someone in the private sector that does have a United States citizen gave them a job, which is what I've always said. Those people have been here for years, and you know that very well. After Reagan, 37 years, we have illegals who have been here for 25. Got it. Why did they stay? Because someone gave them a job. So if they're bad, so it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. So why don't we just speak honestly and say, okay, what are we going to do with these people that we need? We don't need a Tren de Aragua, but we do need the people picking up the tomatoes and the oranges in Central Florida. So this is a very complicated topic. And it's very easy to say, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, I do agree with the president that we got to start deporting all the criminals. Of course. But then we have to sit down and have a conversation with those who are not criminals and have been here for a long time.
Well, good luck fighting that fight. Appreciate you. Never have enough time with you. Buena suerte. Abrazo.
Un abrazo para ti. And to all the audience, the radio audience, thank you very much for the support. I'm humbled by the margins that I got. Thank you. My love to you.
Best of luck. South Florida Congresswoman María Elvira Salazar.